Alright, so the Aquaman trailer came out yesterday night, like last night. I was gonna review it last night, but I don't have my lights. My lighting's real bad. So I have to wait for daytime to get this kind of lighting, which ain't great. So it's kind of like I'm a guy who does reviews, but I'm like vlogging. I'm like a vlog level reviewer. But anyway, so the Aquaman trailer was it looks cold, like from the start when the kids are bullying him and his eyes change color and the fish all stand by his side, and like, as I've said before, I definitely am a big fan of what the Marvel Cinematic Universe has done. But sorry, just taking my daughter's bottle out. I'm on daddy duty. She's down there playing with my tripod for my camera. But I definitely like what the Marvel Cinematic Universe is doing, but I definitely feel like DC has more style and more swagger about what they're doing. When the Marvel stuff comes out, I see it and I'm like, oh, that's cool. But then when the DC stuff comes out, yeah, that was being loud. When the DC stuff comes out, I'm like, whoa, that looks cold. Like, not so much Shazam. Shazam looked okay. Shazam could have looked different. Still looks good, but the actor and just certain stylistic choices they made with making the suit so red and the lightning being yellow in his symbol and not being white. I didn't really get. But other than that, it looks okay. But Aquaman, which is kind of like a main entry for the actual DCEU that we've been used to, looks phenomenal. Like, I'm seeing him swim. I'm seeing Atlantis. I'm seeing Atlanteans. I'm seeing his brother. I'm seeing Black Manta. Like, I'm seeing him like leaping away from Black Manta. I'm seeing him and Mera. Is it? What's her name? Is it Mera? Him and the mermaid, him and the Atlantean girl going on a mission. She jumps out of a plane. He jumps out after her. Like, it just looks like it's going to be a very thrilling movie because Aquaman's kind of like a medium level character. Now what's a medium level character? So you got like Spider-Man, who's kind of like low tier medium. You've got characters like Hellboy, Spider-Man. They're kind of low tier medium. They're characters that aren't exactly Superman, but they're like strong, fast. They've got all these powers, but they're not quite the top tier. That's what Aquaman is. And they're the funnest characters to work with, in my opinion. If I had to write a story, it's more fun to have a medium character than it is to have the top ranked character, because obviously Superman is overpowered to a lot of other characters relatively in his own verse, right? Like, he was overpowered in Justice League in comparison to everyone else, even in comparison to the villain. Like, he could have legit just destroyed Steppenwolf, which is crazy because Steppenwolf seemed like he could have beat General Zod in Man of Steel to me, but he could have annihilated Steppenwolf alone, solved the whole thing, and flew back to his house and hung out with Lois Lane. Aquaman's not that guy. Aquaman's a fighter at a medium level. He's kind of like, I'd say he's a tier below Wonder Woman. It seemed like they were very equal in Justice League because she can't fly yet. But in her film, she's on another level. I don't think Aquaman will get to that level because in her film, she was beating gods. But at the same time, Aquaman, here's another thing people don't know. That trident, when he gets that trident, he's going to be a threat.
No.
He's going to be on another level. If anyone's seen Throne of Atlantis, which is something they're kind of putting into this film, when his brother's got that trident, he's overpowered. He's like an ultimate sea wizard. You can control elements and all that kind of stuff. Sorry, my daughter's making noise, but so it's gonna be crazy to see how this goes. I hope they don't mess it up. But James Wan's a good director. I think DC's issue's been the people they've chose mixed with decisions they've made, everyone knows and everyone feels like the Snyder Cut would have been better for Justice League, and it probably would have. But I also feel like the damage was already done with Justice League. I feel like Batman v Superman, a lot of the things that they changed about characters and things like that, I think that's what kind of stopped Justice League from being successful. Also, I do feel like people generally didn't really like the film. I really enjoyed it because I love DC Comics, and I definitely could be biased, I could be jaded, I could be just being, you know, generally a fanboy. But I enjoyed the movie, and me and all my friends enjoyed the movie. We enjoyed Steppenwolf. We enjoyed it. You know, he's not the greatest villain. He's not on Zod's level, but he does have his motivations. What should they have put more in the film so we understood? Should the film have been 2 hours and 50 minutes like it was supposed to be? Yes. Instead of being under 2 hours. Absolutely. But it wasn't. Back to this film. I'm hoping this film gets a legit runtime. I'm hoping it runs as much as it needs to. I'm hoping they do the character justice. This film legitimately is going to make Aquaman probably the coolest character in the DCEU. He will be the DCEU's Thor. He might even be cooler than Thor. Thank you. She gave me some grapes. I'm on a diet, you see. So just trying to consume not that much like artificial sugar. But he will probably be the DCEU's Thor. And he has the potential to be more interesting than how Thor's been conveyed in the MCU. Because I've made various videos about this. I don't like how Thor is portrayed in the MCU. I don't think Thor's portrayed the right way. I think they've always kind of slept on Thor and done him the wrong way. Because Thor is one of Marvel's greatest characters. He was one of the first characters Kirby was working on, and Kirby really put a lot of rich, you know, story elements and characters in his mythos and really built up his characters from his own mythos. And Odin's the one that, I mean, Kirby's the one that made Odin seem omnipotent, you know, and wrote all these crazy arcs about these characters. So it's going to be interesting. But that's been my review of the Aquaman trailer. It looks absolutely phenomenal. It's crazy that there's no cameos in this trailer from other DC characters. I think possibly there should be, but you know, maybe it all happens so fast that he doesn't need to shout anyone else. You know, I know it happens after Justice League, so you know, it's a bit weird that they're not ready in the film because it's a worldwide like catastrophe. But we'll see. But anyway, my daughter's making noise. I gotta go, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.